As we've been showing you, peaceful protesting being replaced and overshadowed by riots and looting. And it's taking attention away from the death of George Floyd. We're joined now by the Reverend Dr. Stephen Rowan, the pastor of the Bethany Baptist Church on the city's east side and former chairman of the board of the Cleveland Foundation here in the city of Cleveland. First of all, Pastor, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Good morning.
Well, all of us, everybody that I talked to, simply, just horrified by what happened to George Floyd. But what's your reaction to the aftermath, especially what happened over the weekend, Pastor?
Well, it's unfortunate always. But I'm not going to point a finger at the police. I'm not going to point a finger at the protesters. If anyone I would point a finger at, it would be the system that continues to not acknowledge this issue of racism. That's one of America's original sins. Until we come to grips with that, we're going to see things like this happen. 2 Timothy in the Bible, for Bible readers, 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, talks about the times we would come into, these perilous times. And I don't justify these heinous acts of either the police or of the protesters, but we need to understand, too, that the majority of them are good people that want to see change. And there have been people systematically placed into their midst to do what they do. We saw a flyer on yesterday where people were being offered up to $200 to get out there and smash and grab and loot and do all of these kind of things. And, in desperate times, people resort to desperate measures. I'm saddened. I'm very sorry to see this happening. I think it's very sad for America, and it's sad for the world, the times we live in.
And the sad thing is it did develop into this looting and this rioting.
Right.
What, in your mind, what does that do to the message that the peaceful protesters are trying to send?
Well, I guess it depends on where you sit and where your perspective is regarding the problems in this country as we've gone from the riots here at Huff riots in '68 and other things that have happened from Rodney King up to George Floyd. Over time, we've seen so many things happen. So I think people that sit in a seat such as mine will see this as those protesters having a right to protest, and also be able to separate from them those rabble, those criminals, as they say, and they're breaking the law, doing the things they do. My heart goes out to the business owners. It goes out to the good people in our neighborhoods and downtown, how we're trying to redevelop downtown and the neighborhoods. It's just very sad. So I think it depends on where you sit, because it doesn't take away from the message for me at all that his death should not have occurred, that he was murdered, and that until there are arrests of the other police officers, until there's economic and social change in this country, until there's adequate bipartisan police reform, we're going to continue to see these things happen.
Were you surprised to see the diversity in the crowds of protesters, not only here, but all around the nation and even in Europe?
No, because I think it's been building. And the things that we have seen, particularly just recently in Georgia, the Eric Garner, I think Trayvon Martin, and I've noticed as these things continue to occur that more and more there's a multicultural response to it.
The Reverend Dr. Stephen Rowan, pastor of the Bethany Baptist Church here in the city of Cleveland and the former president of the board of directors of the Cleveland Foundation. Pastor, thank you very much for your insight this morning.
Thank you. Let's pray. We're going to continue to pray.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.